Walmart is jumping on the blockchain bandwagon. The retail giant partnering with IBM, KPMG, and drug maker Merck to develop a blockchain network for the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to track drugs as they move through the supply chain. The idea to help the FDA better protect consumers from counterfeit, stolen, contaminated, or even harmful drugs. Walmart is one of many companies embracing the blockchain trend. Both Microsoft and Salesforce have introduced their own services in the last month. Joining us to discuss, Kadena, head of research and networks, Monica Quaintance. Monica, thank you so much for joining us. So how exactly will this FDA project work?
So this is just part of a larger trend about large corporations finally starting to embrace blockchain. And this partnership in particular is interesting because blockchain allows you to have data that can be tracked to a very finely grained degree, and you know that people can't go back and change it. That's the nature of what blockchain means. Once you have information that's been put into a block, then it's actually immutable and you can't go back and change it. So this idea is that you can track drug information when drugs have been created at their source and then each way along their path through the supply chain. And then you know that when you go into a store and you pick up your prescription that you can trust that it's been verified all along the chain.
Now, there's a lot of experimentation here. This is Walmart's second blockchain project. Target is also pushing into this space. What do you see as more sort of mainstream potential use cases here?
We're really in an era of ripe for opportunity because nobody's decided what the winner is yet in terms of blockchain technology. So the IBM Hyperledger offering, the Parity offering, which is a private implementation of Ethereum, these are all potential technologies that could really help industries and companies realize these particular applications, like not only supply chain for drugs, but also, for example, there's a company Remedy that we've been working with in order to more granularly track and allow patients to own their own healthcare data.
So, what other trends are you watching? We're talking about big retailers here. What else is next?
Well, everybody's really buzzing and talking about the Facebook coin right now. Obviously, this is a big mover and a shaker in the space in terms of development, is Facebook coming out and saying that they're interested in creating their own cryptocurrency. And their cryptocurrency, the speculation is we think that it's going to be something like a stable coin, which means it's going to be pegged to some sort of either US dollar or mix of other fiat currencies, and that it will allow Facebook to reward creators on their own platform. And we're still waiting for the true information to come out about what they're calling it, whether it's going to be global coin or whether it's going to be called Libra. But this just represents another company that's large, that's already institutional and has real value, demonstrating that they think blockchain is a way for them to move forward in the future.
Do you think other big tech companies, Apple, Google, Amazon, will try to jump in on the blockchain craze?
Well, Apple's already come out and said that they're going to support cryptocurrency in their next version of iOS. And so I do think that we are going to start seeing lots of big companies jumping into the blockchain trend. We're working with a large insurance company. We're working with a $3 billion asset manager that's interested in listing some assets on some sort of securitized token. So there's a lot of opportunity out there, not just in speculating on cryptocurrencies, but in integrating blockchain technology into real business.
Now, Bitcoin rallied last month, got close to $9,000, now back to closer to $8,000. Of course, Bitcoin and blockchain are two different things, but how do you think the volatility of Bitcoin itself will continue to impact the enthusiasm around blockchain in general?
Well, I think we're going to continue to see volatility in cryptocurrency in general until people are really seeing a real use case in their lives for cryptocurrency. And retailers, real retailers like Whole Foods, have started actually taking cryptocurrency as a form of payment. And I think that once people start having an intrinsic value of Bitcoin in their life, it will really help to stabilize the price of something that for here on out, so far in life, has been speculative. But hopefully in the future, when you can start paying for real goods and services, with Bitcoin, we'll stop seeing so much price volatility and speculation.
So when do you think blockchain will go mainstream?
Well, in some ways, we're already here. I mean, Facebook is making a cryptocurrency, but at least in the next 5 years, I think you're going to start seeing real products that actually touch the end consumer in a way that before people have been saying, oh, when we have blockchain, we will X. In the next 3 years, 5 years, I think you'll start seeing people using applications that are actually backed by blockchain, and they won't even know it.
But will Facebook users use the cryptocurrency? That is the question. Kadena, head of research and networks, Monica Quaintance, thank you so much for sharing your perspective with us.